Welcome back to the morning show. Now, my next guest started off his business by tutoring students from the boot of his vehicle in his parents' yard, and he went on to employ more than 300 people who help students with tutoring as part of his business. Now, look, if you've just tuned in, good morning, welcome back. TM's family, today we are joined by Thobo Khathola, the founder of Lion Tutoring International, and he's here to tell us a bit more about the innovative ways his company is making strides in helping students across the continent. Thobo, welcome to the morning show.
Thank you so much.
My goodness, when we think tutoring, when we think education, we usually just associate it to just school and maybe a classroom or maybe a home desk with someone coming to assist you, right? So let's talk about Lion Tutoring International and what motivated you and inspired you to start Lion Tutoring International.
Thanks for having me on your show. We started Lion Tutoring in 2015. I was a tutor at the University of Pretoria where I was studying, and when I went back home to Botswana, I couldn't get employment. So the light bulb moment came, and as it says, I had my car there, so my boot was basically my office. I had flyers, promotional material, so would distribute flyers at the robots, and then after hours take calls, get clients, and our students started doing really well, and word of mouth got out really fast. So a couple of years after that, we developed an app which is like Uber for tutors. So wherever you are in Gauteng or wherever you are in Cape Town or Botswana, you just log on to the app, tell it the subjects that you want, then it will show you the tutors in your location, the star ratings, then you pay on the app, then we send the tutor to your house.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Sure.
I want us to get into that, right?
Yeah.
But let's then talk about, overcoming a couple of challenges that you might have faced, especially in the inception phase of your business. Because like you're saying, the boot of your car ultimately became your office. And a lot of the time, especially with things so delicate like tutoring, that may not have been received well, right? Take us through some of the things that were challenging for you in the inception phase and how you overcame those.
Okay, the biggest thing was startup capital, but as it says, bootstrap. So for me, the bootstrap is literal from the boot of the car. But we never let that stop us. In South Africa, in Botswana, we just have that spirit of fighting, so we didn't let that stop us. We just kept going on, getting clients, and from day one we started vetting our tutors quite rigorously. So we make sure that we get the background checks, and quite recently, not quite recently, just before COVID, we started partnering with HR agencies where they actually get their fingerprints. We check if they don't have criminal records because we are sending the tutors to your house, so we have to make sure that we are really safe. And also there are qualifications. We check if that master's in education from WITS is it really or from any other. So we make sure that we do check that because really the reputational risk is quite high if we get it wrong. And the good side about it is we are getting really good tutors. The students are doing really well. Our pass rate last year, credit pass was above 90%, so that's ABC, and then those who got D's and E's, although it's still regarded as a pass, we are above 95%.
Oh man, you guys are doing the thing. So exciting, right? Let's talk then about, because you've just spoken about the process of actually getting your tutors onto the platform and the checks that you guys actually go through to make sure that they are valid and legit and can actually be then going to people's homes to tutor. Who then is eligible to call on a tutor? Can I be from grade 1 to post-grad? What range are we looking at?
So we do all subjects, we do all curricula. So if you're doing Cambridge or IB or IEB or CAPS, NSC, even university, as far as masters, even we had a PhD student who was actually one of the lecturers at a university, and so what they struggled with is to capture the data into the SPSS and your statistical MATLAB, and we had some amazing tutors that were able to assist with that. So even though they weren't more qualified than her, but they were very competent in those statistical softwares. So even all subjects, Afrikaans, English, Setswana, Sepedi, Xhosa, French, if you look at your sciences, your pure sciences, maths literacy, any subject that they do, we have a tutor for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I wish something like this existed for me when I was in school, because yay!
Yeah.
Some subjects for me were just like, I need help, right?
Yeah.
I know and understand that you guys are now planning to branch out into other countries, Kenya being one of them.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So we do have students as far as even Brazil. We have a student in Italy, because COVID has really opened up the borders in terms of online tutoring. So we have students in those faraway places, but we started also a branch in Cape Town. And as you say, also Kenya, the East African market has really been good to us. So, and we also have partnerships with some companies there that help our students with psychometric testing. So, some students take subjects that they're really not passionate and naturally gifted in. And, even with us, mom wanted me to be a doctor, dad wanted me to be an engineer, and I'm probably an accountant, and I could have been the best accountant. My personal story, in Botswana, there was this thing of, if you do maths and sciences, you are sorted for life, and I did really well in business studies, like naturally. I didn't have to read that much, but I could get 100%. But I ended up doing maths and sciences, I did do well because I was naturally a hard worker, but it wasn't my natural, gifting. So we do have those psychometric tests for the students, so that we just check where are your natural capabilities.
Sure. In closing, how can we download the app, get onto it, and make use of it? Okay, so the app right now is on the Google Play Store. You just say Lion Tutoring. We're working on the iOS version, which will be out by June. And my WhatsApp number is 0737 759 305. Sure. I always give that out because I normally want to engage with the client before I give them to a salesperson. We've got 300 employees, but I always want to have that personalized touch, and once everything is good, I hand you over. Thobo, man, doing such amazing things, man. Listen, Lion Tutoring is definitely the app that you want to get onto your phone, especially if you are a person that needs assistance with tutoring, or if you are a parent that needs to get your children assistance with tutoring. You can get it on the Google Play Store, or you can get in touch with him only for matters pertaining to the app and nothing else, please. And then he will be of assistance to you. Please stay with us. We'll be right back after this.